Hey guys, back. Sports hot takes to talk UFC 272. Colby Covington was the main card. Beat is it Jorge there?
Jorge
Um,
Masvidal.
there you go. I think people were expecting a closer fight. From what I saw, Colby was the aggressive fighter
Yep.
and definitely wanted to get him to the ground. He felt like that was where his advantage was, and he was clearly correct in that. I
Yep.
guess Jorge got one good lick there, one good shot in the head.
Yeah, he got one good knockdown.
Yeah, but he just wasn't really able to do much more than that. So Colby wins unanimously. There was a few that was judged 49 to 46. I thought that was even too close. I thought it was quite the wipeout, to be honest with you. And I was a little disappointed in Jorge's performance. And I think he even said afterwards, it just wasn't his day. Like he wasn't feeling it. Just from the start to finish. It wasn't his day. And I guess that happens. We're
Yeah.
humans, man.
He said his wrestling was off, so
Yeah,
and Colby
exactly.
Covington's one of the best wrestlers, so it's hard when you're going against one of the best also.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So and I know that Colby got a lot of flack for the way he won. Everyone wants to see the smash mouth, the bloody noses, the bloody eyes, blood out of the ears, and just knocking someone down with the fist. And I get
Yeah.
that, but hey, that's again, he's there to win and to make more money than the loser. And he felt his strong point was wrestling, and that's what he did. He got him to the ground and just
Mm-hmm.
dominated him most of it. So I mean, that was just good strategy on his part. What do you think about that? I mean, are you kind of the same way? I mean, do you? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I kind of like to see more boxing, more punches thrown, but hey, wrestling's part of UFC, man. It's a big part of it.
I think wrestling is the best martial art to have in a UFC match, because especially if your opponent doesn't like to wrestle and get on the ground, just likes to, for example, like McGregor. I guess McGregor doesn't really like to get on the ground. He's definitely more of a striking person. So especially if you're fighting someone like that, then they want to stay on the ground, right? So if you're a wrestler, then if you're a good wrestler and you're facing a great striker, I think the wrestler would win just because they can, if they're good at wrestling, take them down and then they're very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's that, and that's part of it, right? I mean, that's all. I wouldn't even say that's part of it. That is the name of the game. You got to use your strengths, but just as importantly, you got to go after whoever your opponent's weakness is. And if it obviously Jorge's was
Yeah,
getting on the ground, and he got him on the ground, and
yeah. Or
Kobe won
Kobe won.
convincingly with that.
He didn't really try submissions, but he always did like these uncomfortable situations with him, like some really uncomfortable situations for him, which made him in a very weird spot for him, even though it didn't make him tap, but still gave him
Yeah,
very uncomfortable
exactly.
situations.
And I think that's why there was some booing in the crowd. I mean, they want to see the knockout, they want to see the takedown, they want to see the submissions. And Kobe was just like, I'm just gonna ground and pound this dude. This guy's gonna be extremely tired. He's not gonna be able to walk when he gets home after this fight. And he did exactly, I
Yeah.
think, what he meant to do.
Yeah, and getting into that, we saw his post-fight interview in the octagon with Joe Rogan, with him calling out Dustin Poirier, so that fight might be happening pretty soon. I think that his next
Yeah.
opponent, that's be
Okay,
pretty cool.
so if that does happen,
Uh-huh.
who is favored? Who's the bigger guy?
I think well, Colby's definitely the bigger guy. He weighs like 15 pounds more right now, but I think Poirier says he wants to fight at welterweight, so he'll come up to his weight if they fight. But I think Colby would win that still.
Yeah, so Colby should be considered the I don't know if I want to say heavy favorite, but he should definitely be considered the favorite then in that fight. That would be cool to see. I like Dustin. I like both these guys. That'd be a cool fight.
Yeah, hopefully, I hope that fight happens. That'd be like the money fight. That's how a lot of tickets also. So I think that'd be
So
pretty cool to watch.
the other two fights that were on here, I was not able to watch. What do you think? Were they good?
Yeah,
Was
they
there
were.
any upsets or
No, they were all favored. Not by a lot, as you see, like Rafael dos Anjos and Bryce Mitchell won, but they were still favored, but not by a lot. But they both dominated their opponents on the ground, just like Colby did with Masvidal. So it was all these last three fights weren't upsets, but they all just dominated their players, their fighters, I meant, by a
and
lot.
it was all
So
mainly through wrestling, huh?
yeah, they just dominated them, and wrestling can definitely win you fights.
Yeah, for sure. So does the UFC, do we have UFC 273 coming up? Do we have anything else
Well,
coming up big?
next big event in the UFC is April 9th or 8th, so in about a month or so. And then I know there's a pretty cool card on March 20th or something like that. Not like the next UFC big one, but there's the fight nights and
Okay.
everything. So That'd be pretty cool to talk about. And then some baseball back, obviously.
Well,
More baseball on
yeah,
that.
we're definitely gonna talk a lot of baseball. So, guys, like, subscribe, spread the word. We will continue to talk UFC. My son is big into it. He loves it. I'm starting to try to like it, but
Yeah,
I don't think I would have liked. I didn't like the Colby match near as much because just two men,
wrestling.
making love, wrestling, making love on the ground, whatever you want to call it, just isn't necessarily my thing. But I'm
Yeah,
starting to like it more, guys. I'm starting to get into it. I am. I'm starting to like it a little bit more. It's starting to get a little contagious.
yeah, and it's very what's the word? It's very like addicting. It's addicting kind of
There you
sometimes.
go. It can get addicting. Although
It's
I apologize, but seeing two women just beat up on each other, I'm still having a tough
yeah.
time enjoying that.
I don't like that either. That's very weird. But yeah, we'll be talking about some baseball now that it's back. Um,
It's back.
so we'll give you a guys video of that pretty soon. Talking about maybe some of the Astros prospects and trades, right? So I think that'd be
Yeah,
pretty
for
cool to talk
sure.
about. So
All
you
right. Well,
guys,
listen, I need to go ground and pound some dudes. I'm hyped. It's UFC. I'm hyped.
yeah,
I'm going outside. I'm going to ground and pound my neighbor for no reason.
yeah. So
I'll
thank you
let
guys
you
for
know how it
watching.
goes.
Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment down your opinions on this video. And just any last words you want to say?
Peace. Later.
All right, bye guys.